Welcome to Ulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tulane's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
It's complete.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find the...
Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Miles. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lemon. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Mean Green. They grab the early lead. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Pulls and fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tulane right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Miles. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball. Out and fall to the ground.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. North Texas. From the red zone, looking for a space. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal drive. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They are up by 22 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground 7. Tulane right back to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And, guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for North Texas. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Miles. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Tulane right back to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. North Texas takes... and the Mean Green offense will return to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese.
Turning it on! Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, better look out! He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stopper at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Texas. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score North Texas 20, Tulane 0.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be...
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Wide open spaces. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Going for 6. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Picks up the 1st down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game.
And here we go again. Another big run over the 100-yard mark.
Touchdown, Mean Green. Excellent pass by the back on the option. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Tulane right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Plows through the defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Well, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tulane right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's first down from the 11. The give on the inside. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. North Texas comes to the line needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Inside the 40. He's loose. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give them a
touchdown, North Texas! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Houston had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They get the double. Number 6 looks as if they're